Hi, my name is Joe, and I'd like to welcome you to the Tax Club Profit Series. For the next few minutes, we're going to discuss the essentials of bookkeeping and explore how it applies to your business. It's a fact that thousands of dollars are literally lost every year by individuals and companies simply because they fail to itemize their tax returns properly. Uneducated business owners often don't claim legitimate business expenses on their tax returns, which results in over $2 billion in overpaid taxes each year. Over $2 billion. As a small business owner, you need to ask yourself, how much of that money could be yours? Every year, the IRS reviews over 17 million tax returns from small business owners and entrepreneurs just like you. With that kind of volume, it's a difficult task for them to monitor every line and find those returns that are fraudulent or prepared incorrectly. So how do they do it? They look for red flags, which are inconsistencies or large amounts included in certain sections of the tax return. Many small business owners, unaware of the tax code, make the mistake of sending in their returns with these red flags without knowing they've done so. Without even knowing it, you have alerted the IRS and given them cause to look deeper into your return and possibly initiate an audit. So, how is this avoided? In truth, it comes down to the IRS's discretion. The key then is to avoid those things in your return, which make your business appear to be cheating the system, and implementing a detailed bookkeeping system does this. When done correctly, a proficient bookkeeping system can literally save you thousands of dollars in tax savings and safeguard you against possible penalties and fines. Now remember, the IRS wants you to be able to use all the deductions that were granted by Congress to business owners. They just expect you to do it correctly. The truth is, with proper advice and professional bookkeeping, you will experience a higher level of profits and keep more of the money you work so hard to make. Now, as I mentioned earlier, as a small business owner, you have a choice in how your financial accounts are kept. You can either prepare them manually or hire out the work to a team of professionals. As there are pros and cons regarding both systems of record keeping, it's really a matter of choosing a path and sticking to it. Let's take a closer look at bookkeeping options and some steps you can take to better secure your profits. There are literally hundreds of bookkeeping systems on the market today. What you need to look for is a system that best serves your needs and accommodates your personality and skill set. If you elect to handle the bookkeeping activities yourself, then there are certain realities that you need to understand. Manual bookkeeping requires a disciplined recording of your financial information on a regular basis. Whether you use a software product or handle the duties yourself with over-the-counter paper products, you need to be sure that you are on top of these duties and realize that they are a necessary and essential function and not an administrative burden. You are responsible for keeping the documents up to date, keeping them in a safe place, and getting them to your tax provider in plenty of time before your tax deadline day arrives. Let's move on to option number 2, outsourcing your bookkeeping services to a team of professionals. Many people actually see increased profitability in their businesses when outsourcing their bookkeeping. To begin with, one upside to outsourcing your bookkeeping tasks is that you won't have to worry about making mistakes. With taxes being one of the largest expenses in your personal and professional life, you don't want to take a chance on losing thousands of dollars due to sending in an incorrect return. By leaving the task to a trained professional, you are far more likely to get the maximum deductions you are legally owed by law. Without an accounting background, it's often difficult to know exactly how to make certain calculations and input various expenses. Next, for many business owners, outsourcing their bookkeeping duties actually helps them to reduce busy work and allows them to take a giant step forward in freeing up valuable time. As you know, running a business is largely about managing customer relations and increasing sales. By outsourcing the data entry tasks to an outside vendor, you are free to deal with clients and focus on those things that grow your business rather than take you away from it. For many people, if there's a company who can do it better, faster, and cheaper, it sometimes makes sense to look to them as an avenue for help. In the end, deciding the best avenue for handling your bookkeeping is a personal one. Weigh all your options and then determine which best suits your personality and situation. Again, the important fact is that it gets done. Bookkeeping is an essential part of your business. It's the lifeline that often determines how long you'll be around by helping you keep more of the money you make. Do not take it lightly. Get a plan and stick to it. This brings us to the end of our presentation. For those of you who'd like to speak to a Tax Club representative to discuss further different bookkeeping options and how our professional team can help you keep more of what you make and avoid mistakes on your taxes, simply click the Bookkeeping Consultation button off to the left, and a representative will contact you shortly. Thank you for watching the first presentation in our lecture series. We look forward to seeing you again very soon.